Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day out there. Another quick video here. But here's just a few albums that generally a lot of people hate or they rag on, but I actually really like these records. As the first, as we can see, Kiss Unmasked. I think when this came out, I was fairly young and I didn't really listen to it too much. But going back and listening to it, I actually find this to be like one of their better records. It doesn't have like the hard sort of edge sound to it. It's a little more polished, but I actually really like it a lot, and it has a lot of cool songs. Probably Naked City might be my favorite on there. Paul's got, some good songs, Ace some good songs. Overall, if you listen to records that were coming out in 1980, this kind of has that early sort of 1980 type sound to it, a little poppy. And I know it didn't sell very well, and I do think the album cover is pretty cool. It kind of fits that whole Kiss thing with the comic book characters and all that. And I remember being a kid when this album came out. I didn't have it, but a friend of mine had it. And we thought, oh, we're finally going to see what Kiss looks like when we open the album. And you open the album and you see the inside cover, which obviously it wasn't, because it's hard to explain if you weren't like a kid back then or teenager or whatever, but that was like a huge deal of like, what do these guys look like? Because there was no internet, you never saw pictures of them in magazines, anything like that. So that was like the big draw of buying this record. Like, oh my god, unmasked, they're gonna be unmasked. We're finally gonna see what they look like. And obviously we'd get that a few years later, earlier on with Peter, because he was the first one to leave. But overall, Unmasked, I actually really like it. One of my more favorite Kiss records, actually. And the next one that gets all kinds of hate, Van Halen, Diver Down. Now, I understand that, yeah, there's a lot of cover songs on this, and they were kind of in a under pressure to put out an album pretty fast, so they just couldn't put as much time into this as they would want to. That's probably why they did some of these songs just kind of filler to throw in there. But I do like it because the original songs, Secrets, Cathedral, Little Guitars, Hang 'em High, The Full Bug, are just awesome songs. And if they had more time to do this record, they probably would have had, obviously a few less covers and then, more originals. But even the covers on this, Where Have All the Good Times Gone, Pretty Woman, are still pretty good. And yes, I'll admit, Dancing in the Streets, when I was a kid, that came out. I listened to it all the time. I thought it was really, I didn't know it was a cover. I just, oh, this is Van Halen. It has a cool sound to it. I really dig it. But it's, and maybe to me, a lot of people, when they rank Van Halen records, it's way at the bottom. But this one for me is like, it's cool because it's so short. You can put it on and play the whole album in less than 30 minutes or how long ever. I don't know if it's 27 minutes, 28 minutes, but I really like it. I think it's fun to listen to. The original songs are amazing. Guitar work. Secrets, Cathedral are some of my favorite Van Halen songs, and they're just really awesome. If they had a little bit longer, a few more originals, I think people would rank this quite a bit higher. And we'll go to Invisible Touch here by Genesis. I probably skipped over one, but who cares? Maybe I'll go back and round and figure that out. But anyways, this record, I think people that are purist Genesis fans are like, oh, this is way too poppy or all that. But this record had a ton of hits on it. Obviously the title track, Invisible Touch, Land of Confusion, Throwing It All Away, In Too Deep, Tonight, Tonight, Tonight. Generally very much a great album. I mean, if you can put that many songs that get that much radio play, and I actually like the songs. I know people that are more into the Peter Gabriel Genesis or like Get This Away From Me, or it's way too poppy, or it's just a Phil Collins solo album with Genesis title on it. But still, to have that many hit songs on a record, pretty amazing. Well, anyways, hopefully you're all having a wonderful day out there, and I'll see you in the next time and talk to you soon.